Yes, we use the N3 because it is very inexpensive and only needs half the runway of other aircrafts.
I've heard that the N3 is better for the environment.
Yes, the N3 is better for the environment because it produces 75% less nitrous dioxide and requires 70% less fuel.
NASA developed the first model, but it has been improved since. It is built using nanofiber, which makes it very lightweight. This allows less financial stress on those traveling on the N3.
Please fasten your seatbelts. It will take a while to reach the city of Burr-Avenir because the airport is located away from the city to alleviate any noise problems to the residents.
I have heard that maglev trains connected to the city run faster than normal trains and are eco-friendly. I have also heard that they are cheaper to provide, fuel, and maintain, which means a longer service life.
All vehicles in Burr-Avenir use a cushion of air, raising them off of the ground for a smoother ride. This also diminishes the need for road repair.
I've read that Burr-Avenir uses green buses. What exactly is a green bus?
Green buses are hybrid buses that use hydrogen and solar power to operate just like the cars.
The bus you're riding now is a green bus.
The roads look weird. Are those solar panels?
Yes, and all major buildings have solar panels. When it snows, travel can be hazardous. Our engineers designed a solution that provides both energy to vehicles and safe travels.
Another benefit of the system is that when the snow and ice melts, runoff water will be collected and filtered by channels at the edges of the roads, taking chemicals like antifreeze with it.
Inductive or wireless proximity chargers are able to transmit electricity from the roads to the vehicles, so that the vehicles are automatically charged from the roadway.
It doesn't look like the road signs have lights. What happens when it gets dark?
As an alternative to light, our chemical engineers have formed a photoluminescent paint. The road sign's paint surface will light when the temperature drops to a certain point and will warn drivers to be careful.
This paint is also used to mark lines on the roads. This makes the road safer and reduces the needs for street lamps, which saves money and energy, reducing car crashes as well. The paint collects energy during the day and can release the energy by lighting up for about 10 hours.
In the brochure, it says, civil engineers have designed the streets to be complete streets.
Complete streets are streets that are designed to enable safe access to all users. Bicyclists, pedestrians, buses, and cars safely share the roadways because the lanes are color-coded and separate.
And to encourage less vehicle traffic and good health, our city also sponsors BikeShare. BikeShare is a system that allows people to use a bike and drop it off at their destination. Using an app, they can check the availability of a bike at a particular location. This is especially good for the university students to get around campus and the city.
What are the industries?
Our economy is mainly based on the fishing and shipping industries, providing us with plenty to spare. If you look to your right, you will see our city's port. Now we'll be going to see our city's own solar-powered greenhouse. Then we will slowly make our way uptown, ending the tour at the park.
Our city attracts many tourists like you because of our landmarks and tourist attractions, such as King's Monument, Derzu Falls, and McIntosh Mountain.
Is that McIntosh Mountain?
Yes, McIntosh Mountain is one of our main tourist attractions because of its great ski resort. If you look to your right, you will see our city's own solar-powered greenhouse. This greenhouse provides fresh and organic fruits and vegetables for the residents.
How does the solar-powered greenhouse work?
Good question. This greenhouse has cylindrical solar panels on its roof that enable more sunlight to pass through than other solar panels. This greenhouse powers the national grid while growing the crops.
How do people communicate with others in the city?
Burr-Avenir citizens use cell pads and cell phones that expand to become a tablet. The cell pad is used for things like school, entertainment, shopping, and communication with others around the world.
Speaking of school, I've heard that Burr-Avenir has an amazing university.
Yes, education is very important to Burr-Avenir because it helps to encourage us good economic growth, raise the standard of living, and help encourage people to care for the environment.
In the brochure, it says, the average lifespan is 110 years.
This is because of the splendid immunizations given to every citizen every couple of years. The immunizations aren't the only things that guarantee a long and healthy lifetime. Safety also plays a huge role on the citizens.
Speaking of safety, it says in the brochure, all citizens will have emergency contact on their cell pads that will notify the fire, police, and medical department. The response time is about a minute.
This is because fire, medical, and police departments are located in every section of the city, allowing for easy access.
What is this thing?
That is the key to our great wind energy.
Wind energy is supplied by a flying generator that looks like a combination of a kite and a helicopter. It has 4 rotors at the points of a H-shaped frame that is tethered to the ground. The rotors act like the surface of a kite. This provides lift needed to keep the platform up in the air.
Yes, the rotors keep the platform airborne while they are turning the dynamos. The power is then transmitted to the ground. An arrangement of 2 or more of these generators will work together to produce a steady supply of power.
I am really impressed with this city. I can see it is well planned out and beneficial to the residents. Thank you for showing me around.
You're welcome, and I hope you enjoyed it.
It was great having you here.
Good job, guys. Excellent.
Good job, Farnsworth. Very nice.
Thank you.
You did also do a good job describing your transportation system. Can you tell me what the steps you took in designing that transportation system were?
We did a lot of research on futuristic transportation, and we chose one that would be good for our location, which is Greenland, and it had to be something inexpensive and futuristic.
We also chose it because the problem in Greenland was that snow was blocking the roads, and we thought, why don't we have something that melts it off and even use the runoff water for something? So we chose solar panels.
We also had photoluminescent paint, so when there's black ice or when temperature is below freezing, the road markings will light up, warning drivers to be careful.
It will also save energy from the lights, from using a ton of lights.
Very good. Thank you. So I'm sure you learned a lot about planning through this whole process. Can you tell me one concept about city planning that you would like to see implemented in the city or the town that you live in?
Well, I would like to see the solar panels in the roads and the photoluminescent paint used in the roads because it makes our roads safer and reduces the number of car crashes.
I think that we should have, I would like to have complete streets and bike share because then it would be safe to get around and it encourages exercise.
I think we should have the N3 plane because people now don't need to pay so much for their tickets, and the material that makes the plane is not only very lightweight, it's also durable.
Great, thank you.
Nice job, guys. How will you solve the potential problems found in your transportation solution?
Could you please repeat the question?
How will you solve any problems that might come in your transportation solution?
Well, if you look here, in the cloudy days, because Greenland has 300 days of sunlight, when it's cloudy, we have a backup generator that allows power to be used even when it's not sunny outside.
And we also have other forms of ways to get energy, like we have the hydroelectric water wheel.
We also have our flying wind generator,
which brings a lot of electricity into the city.
How does your city dispose of waste and recycle?
Well, it's very, we very encourage people to recycle, and it's compacted to become building material, and the garbage is also ground up and can be used for building material as well.
Nice job, Farnsworth. My question is, what was the most enjoyable part of participating in Future City, and what was the most challenging? And if you could each answer that, that'd be great.
I think my favorite part was researching and finding out how much an engineer could do, because frankly, my parents are engineers and I thought their job was kind of boring. But then I realized it's really important actually, and it's actually a lot of fun. It takes a lot of work.
I thought building the moving parts was very fun, even though it took like 6 hard drives to get one of our drawbridges to work. And I think the hardest part for me was presenting to people.
I think building the whole city and making it presentable was very fun. We had a lot of art included in there, and the most challenging was probably doing the research and writing the pieces, like the essay and the city narrative.
You talked about the different types of engineering that went into your city. What do you think is the most important kind of engineering?
For this city, we think that all the engineers are important, every single kind. They all work together like years on a clock and like a puzzle piece. And frankly, without engineers, we couldn't really make our city turn or anything.
I think the hydraulic engineers were able to make our water wheel, so that really helped and played a huge part as water energy.
And without our photoluminescent engineers, we wouldn't have the photoluminescent paint. I mean, the chemical engineers.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, how about another round of applause for Farnsworth?